So, next is City Park. A lot of people don't like this level. I personally do like this level, but I don't know. There's a lot of really difficult ones.
Let's go!
So in this, you're gonna go to the right to avoid that mailbox. So double up here. Just avoid this guy. I like to drop this to kill him or move him. Drop the thing on here. Drop the thing right here. Navigate it into there. Onto that button. And then beat to the left to avoid that mailbox. More new to double up. So, at the beginning here, there's a monkey in this cage to the left.
Let's go!
That we're going to catch through the cage. Now, this isn't a hard catch. It's very luck dependent. But see how he's walking towards me right now? That's what we need him to do. So you're going to want to be between the third and fourth of these beams on this cage. Just in the third square, essentially. And you're just going to essentially wait till he walks forward, and then swing the net and catch him. That's pretty much it. Just like that. So then you'll go over here. I'll show how to avoid those bees in a second. And I just did a lot there. So, what I did there, first of all, these bees are the bane of everybody's existence. They used to be, at least. There's a very easy way to avoid them. It works like 90% of the time. Essentially, a lot of people used to do the infinite jumps from like way back here. And that gives the bees a lot of time to track you and try to hit you. Now, I didn't get hit there, but it gives you a very high chance. What I do is I start doing the infinite jumps from here instead. It gives the bees barely any time to react. And then you can go in here. Now, if you don't get hit by the bees, you can just instantly double boost and catch him. If you do get hit by the bees or you're a little bit slow, the monkey will be here, and he'll jump out of the ring, and then once he sees you, he'll run back this way. Or, if he sees you and you're like right here, he'll just jump right back in the ring, and then he'll jump right back out the ring. So what you're going to do if the bees see you, or if the bees hit you, or anything is slow, you're just going to jump over here, and then essentially just do this until he jumps in. And usually he'll jump right in immediately. Then you're going to go back out, 3 infinite jumps, double to catch him. This cutscene will play, and then do a boost jump to catch that guy. So I'm going to explain one little thing about getting on this pipe. So there is a monkey that was on top of this pipe that I just caught, and he has a gun, so he can shoot you while you're trying to infinite jump up to him. A lot of people used to infinite jump like from here. Go away. So they used to infinite jump from here, but that makes him see you a lot earlier and gives him a lot higher chance of hitting you. So what we do now is we infinite jump from the right side over here. And that gives him way less time to see you for some reason, and it just makes him never shoot you. So, once you catch him, you just go down, boost jump onto the bench monkey, you turn to the right, 3 infinite jumps, and a neutral double to get up here. Then you'll hoop towards here, and there is a pipe down here you have to go into. So, see that little hole in the wall there? You have to get in there. So you're going to hoop over here, switch to that, then go down. Now there are 2 different ways to get in this one. Slow but easy way to just do this, then ground pound and then go in. That is ever so slightly slower, but it's also way easy. The other way is to switch to this and just go in like that. You see, I was a little bit too high there, so because this pipe, usually you're not supposed to enter it this way, this early in the game, and there's a little invisible wall. So you can't enter the pipe from this side. You have to be, how low do you have to be? So you have to be kind of low to get in the pipe. So essentially, what you would think you would do is the fastest way to do it. You just go in this pipe, and then you're not going to hold forward at all. You're just going to hold R1, and then go to the surface of the water. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a neutral double will get you over to the monkey. So let's show that again without demonstrating. So hold R1, switch the camera a little bit. I didn't have the thing on. So what you're gonna do to catch this monkey is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a neutral double, and then you'll land right on it. Clearly I didn't that time, but whatever. You will land on it. So then you're gonna turn around, and there's two things you can do. We have to get inside that pipe. What I do, which is the way easier method, is just swoop into the water, to the surface, and double jump in here. That's by far the easiest way to do it. And it's not super slow, but it is slightly slower. If you, for some reason, still have the Skyflower equipped, you can just double boost jump off, fall a bit, and then go. That's the fastest way. Usually you won't have the Skyflower equipped though, so quite a few people do, is they do it. Not that. They do this. And then you have to land in there. So what I did there was I did 2 infinite jumps and then a neutral double without holding without holding this direction. And then after I started falling, I started holding this direction. Because if you start holding it instantly, then you'll crash into this pipe and it won't go in at all. Now, there is a slightly alternate method, which nobody uses because it's a lot slower. But somebody told me to show it, so I'm going to show it anyway. So you can infinite jump above this. And then you can just hoop over here like this. It's way slower, which is why nobody does it, because then you have to infinite jump over this as well. And then you can... Doesn't matter. Nobody does that because it's way slower, but somebody told me to show it, so I did. So once you get in here, you're essentially just going to go around this fan, try to avoid these purple Pikachus. What just happened there is essentially worst case scenario. So let me just... So come down, go up, then you go in here, avoid these guys, refresh your boost, go there, 3 infinite jumps, double on top of this monkey, if you don't catch him, just do a single jump and catch him, or chase him and catch him. Now this monkey right here, that monkey, is one of the worst monkeys in the game, in some people's opinion, mainly because that purple Pikachu, as we call him in there, is horrible, and he messes everything. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna double boost jump, damage cancel, hit this guy, and then try to catch him. Now he gave me horrible luck. So that's what can happen. So these purple Pikachus are, let me just go back and then explain this. So, you don't have to hurt this guy, but essentially if you hit him, it'll give you an extra second to jump around him and do that. But after you catch that guy, you just go down here. Sometimes barrels get in your way and just jump if they do. Then you just catch that guy. So, the main thing to avoid here is jumping too short, because if you jump too short, then you'll fall into that slide thing, and you have to infinite jump back up. So you can make it with just a single jump off the ramp if the barrels give you good cycles, but essentially you're just going to want to jump on it and catch he's not hard. I just took a second there to explain what to do if it went wrong. So, that's City Park. It's a pretty difficult level. It's not the hardest, but it definitely has a few areas that can lose a lot of time. So next up is Specter's Factory. This is probably the hardest level in the game. It's very debatable. I mean, everybody has their own opinion what's the hardest, but a lot of difficult things. So right at the beginning here, let's go! Hold up on the D-pad, 6 infinite jumps. Neutral double over this. And so there's a few ways that you can catch that monkey. What I just did there is the fastest way. But you can also, right from the start, whatever you do, you're going to want to infinite jump from here. Make sure you don't drop down here because then the monkey will actually somehow see you from there, and he can move further away and then you'll miss him. So make sure you're still on this raised platform when you do it. You can also do 7 and a neutral double. Or you can do not that. Or you can do 6 and a single jump and then do another single jump, which is by far the safest way to do it. But make sure you catch this guy. If you don't and he jumps in the UFO, honestly, the fastest way to do this level is to kill yourself and try it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after you catch this guy, you can either switch to the hoop and do a boost jump over this gate, or you can just walk forward and do that. Now, for this guy, I don't know why I pressed select, there are 2 things you can do here. You can either just YOLO it and cube towards him and try to catch him while staying slightly to the left while you do it, and then curve off towards the right when you get closer to him. Or, as most of us do, we just stop, shoot him with an explosive, and then do that. Let me demonstrate how to do the fast method where you don't shoot him. So you just stay to the left, or either way, doesn't matter. Not shooting him saves around a second, and you're just going here. So here, you're going to hold up on the D-pad, double up here, press those. Now, as soon as I get in here, there's a monkey that we call Gate Monkey. There's an easy way and there's a hard way again, just like most monkeys in this game. Hard way saves around 3 seconds if you get it. If you don't get it, you will lose 2 seconds, or 3 seconds, over the slow method. So it saves a bit of time, so we kind of go for it. I'll demonstrate both ways of doing the hard method with the stun club because I don't want to catch him. And then I'll show just the easy method. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight, and then there's a scene where we're going to stop the hoop, turn left, start the hoop again, and then boost jump over to catch him. So it's all going to happen kind of fast, and I might not. So let's see. Alright, so I would have caught him if I hadn't canceled him, but that's essentially it. So what we're doing here is we're boosting over to this seam, this line in the floor, and then we turn to the left. Well, we cancel the hoop, turn to the left, start the hoop again, and then we boost jump right here on this seam, and then you swing the net and catch him. The easier way to do that is you boost over, switch to this, and then shoot him through the gate, and then that guarantees that you get him. Well, not guaranteed, 95% chance. Yeah, so let me demonstrate the slightly easier way of doing that with the explosive pellet. I'm not very good at it though, so we'll see if we can get it. Yeah, so see, I could catch him right now. Those are the fast ways to do it. Both of them are faster than this, but the other way is just to do this. 3 infinite jumps. And you just catch him. Sometimes he shoots missiles at you, doesn't matter. Then this cutscene will play. 3 infinite jumps and a double. And then go in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double jumps. Catch that guy. 7 infinite jumps. Normal double jump. Damage cancel. And you loop around this robot. So 1, 2, neutral double. Over here, slightly to the left so you don't fall off that ledge there. And then once you get into this room, we're going to go slightly to the right to go around the top. And then we're going to do a lot of, not complicated, but a lot of quick movement to do these gears quickly. Because there's these moving gears. Okay, I'll just go in there and show you. So, go in here, and this gear is moving away, so we don't want to be on it too long. So we want to be on that one as long as possible, so it's moving with us. So what we're doing here is to avoid being on this gear. So we jump at the very peak of this gear to be on it for as little time as possible. And then we jump like right here on this gear to be on this one for as long as possible because it's moving in the direction that we want. So it'll give us a little boost in speed. And then once we're here, we just double boost jump onto here, and then single boost jump over here. That's pretty much it. 3. Usually he'll run away. If he does, just cancel your nets, cancel your stun club hit, and then do a short hop, hit him again, and then catch him. I usually use the stun club for this guy because he uses his gun a lot. Like, he really loves his gun. Then go over here. Now, for this monkey in the cage to the right here, there are 2 different ways to catch him. Well, there are 3 different ways to catch him. I'm only going to show 2 of them because I don't know how to do the third. Well, I've never done it before. The first one is called B-Man strats. B-Man is the guy who did it originally. It's much less consistent than the other ones, but it's slightly faster. So, what you're going to do is swoop in this corner, switch to this, shoot him so that he sees you, go even further in the corner, and then just let him run out. Now, if you do this, then you hoop over, you catch him. Now, spawn at the start of the room. So. That's not what you want. So the other method is to just pull out the RC car and just get him going out with that. Now that method is like 99% consistent, while the B-Man strats are probably around 75%. So it depends on how much you're willing to sacrifice. But and I'll explain the third and fastest way to do it. So you'd pull out the RC car, and you'd go over there, and then as he's running out, you go over here, but you put the car in a location that makes it so that he can't run back, and you just, as he's running out, you just catch him. That's technically the fastest way to do it, but it's also very difficult. So you catch him, and then 3 infinite jumps in a neutral oval, or 4 on a single, here, and then 10 infinite jumps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 single jumps, and catch him. So I was holding up on the D-pad the entire time in that last round because the lag is horrible. 10 infinite jumps and a single jump is a little bit difficult for that last monkey, so you can definitely do another. You can do a double jump there, or you can do 11 infinite jumps in the double jump. It doesn't really matter. It loses just a little bit of time for more. So yeah, that was Specter's Factory. Probably one of the hardest levels in the game. So if you can master that level, you're pretty good then.